We've done all of that, what stock markets do. That's how we've treated our property. So, point is, if you are able to sustain and you don't want to do this highly risky flicking business, then sustain. If you're not able to sustain, and if you feel that my next installments are going to be very expensive, are going to drain me out, and I've paid 10, 15%, then explore that law that allows you to get out, because some of those properties, especially those that you have bought in the last 6 to 8 months, you've bought them pretty high. You've bought them on the up. I think that, again, this is my gut feel, this is hearing people, this is talking to people. Please don't bet everything on it. I'm just giving you my thoughts to some tonight. It is a time to be prudent, not throw your money around. Tighten the belt a little bit if you can. Don't unnecessarily, cash is going to be king and debt is death, and you hear this all the time. The flip side, and it has come up a couple of times, again, I see, and I think that's been reflected, is the growth opportunities for people. And Rizwan was telling me earlier today that his firm conducted a survey of some investment banks. And the general timeline, and I was discussing on the side here with Mukhtar Bhai as well, is being touted around 9 to 12 months. Now, will it be 6 to 9? Will it be 12 to 18? Nobody will tell you this. You have to assess your position. How much are you able to sustain? That is the key word. We are, if I can say, have to look at defensive strategy. We have been on an offensive strategy for a very long time. I will not depress you anymore, but what I'm trying to say is we must not leave here thinking that everything is okay. I think that would be the wrong message to take away. We have to understand that there is a storm that is blowing. I don't think that the storm has really come here yet in its might. It may not come, but we need to be ready and understand that there is a storm that's brewing. And therefore, if we are prepared, we are going to be better ready to match that storm. I probably gone ahead of myself, but that was. I want to ask anybody from the panel if they have anything to add or anything to disagree. Please, these are opinions. These are no science here. If there aren't any, then I want to say yes, Asif. Okay, a quick one, please.
To answer your question on that Alico was not properly exposed. By that I mean, although AIG is its parent company, Alico had a very independent way of working. And since AIG was, involved in the subprime, by securitizing the mortgages and all that bank jargon that you hear, which I hardly understand sometimes, that was more, liable to go down the way it was going down, and the government had to intervene. But there are other companies which are offshore, which are UK regulations and Isle of Man regulations, where your lifetime savings are guaranteed. Up to 90% of your funds are guaranteed by the Isle of Man government, by some offshore states like Guernsey, British Virgin Islands. You have to explore all these situations before you jump into any one particular insurance company. I myself am not an Alico agent, so I don't know about how the funds have done or which route they are taking now. But I can advise you, whichever companies I represent are all offshore companies, and they are quite safe. Thank you.
Okay. Final point is we're going to have an email up there right now. I'm kind of saying this on behalf of the panel. I hope they won't mind. And Hussein has also agreed kindly to respond to any particular legal queries, and I'm sure the panel won't mind. What we'd rather do is if you can send your queries or particular issues to that email address, somebody will then forward it to whoever is the most appropriate person, whether it's a legal issue or a banking query or a construction or real estate investor perspective or a insurance stock market perspective. And we can see how that would be able to answer some specific queries. My job here is to thank the speakers, but I'll thank the Jamaat first because I think this was a fantastic initiative. It was very timely, it was well done, it was well thought of. And of course the comment is let's do it in good times and bad as well. And perhaps as things get clearer, there might be need for a follow-up session. We shouldn't shy away from it. Well done to the Economic Upliftment and the Managing Committee for creating this forum. I think the interest has certainly told you that it was much appreciated. We're, on behalf of all the speakers, thank you for giving us this opportunity to share our thoughts. We hope that it helps people, and in the same spirit I have to thank Mukhtar Bhai, Hasnain, Akbar Bhai and Mahmoud for finding the time and for enlightening ourselves and sharing our knowledge, because no one of us has all the answers, but provided we speak, discuss and share, then we're able to work together towards helping each other. Thank you very much. I will give back to Hussein Bhai, the head of the Economic Upliftment Committee, and thank you very much.
On behalf of the Jamaat, thank you very much again for accepting our invitation at a very short notice. I would like to close by requesting a Surah Fatiha for all the marhumin, especially the marhumin of the donor who arranged the dinner today. Al-Fatiha.